Hi everyone, it's Richard McMunn here. I wanted to create a very short video message to answer a question. Somebody had contacted me on Facebook recently and they said they're struggling to get started writing their book. So I thought I'd put together this very quick message to answer that question. So I hope it helps some of you get started with your book. Well, the first important thing to know is that you should diary your time when you're going to write, because it's not something that we would do as authors naturally to think, okay, I'm going to put in my diary dedicated time that I'm going to sit down and actually get some writing done. If we have a full-time job, then of course we would always put in our diary when we've got work commitments and things to do. But with regards to writing, we just tend to treat it differently. So my advice is to make sure that you put in your smartphone or in your diary dedicated time to write content. Now, you don't have to spend hours and hours a day writing if you don't want to. I do. That's the kind of thing I do now because I do it full time. But what I would do is think, okay, I'll grab an hour here in the evening or an hour there on a separate day, but I would actually put it in my iPhone or in my smartphone time that I'm going to actually write. So that's a very important thing to do. The second thing to consider is the place that you actually write. Whereabouts are you going to write your content? My recommendation is to make sure you have a dedicated place to write content. So when I first started, I used to get home from work and I would go down in my cellar, which I know sounds a bit weird, but that's the place that I would love to go and write content because it was out of the way. There were no distractions, and I had a desk down there on a computer, and I'd get home from work and I'd actually write content. The other place that I like to write, and you might like to write too, is in a coffee shop. Okay, so I live in a place called Tunbridge Wells in Kent. There's a mass array of coffee shops. There's loads of them, so I can pick anyone I want to. But what I like about going in a coffee shop is, first of all, there's internet, so if I need to do some research, I can do. I also like the fact that there's some distractions in a coffee shop. I know you should, when writing content, have no distractions, but I like to have some on occasion. There's other people around, but also I can get up and I can go and get a coffee or a cup of tea, so I like that. The other thing that I particularly like for writing is actually to book a week away somewhere. So this week I'm down in Cornwall. I've booked a place where I can come down and I know then that I'm going to dedicate loads of time to writing. And it's also nice to go away, get a change of scenery, have some kind of inspiration. So I'm in a lovely fishing village called Mousehole down in Cornwall near Penzance this week, and I'm going to be writing lots of content. So that's a couple of things. It's definitely the location, where to write, have a dedicated place to write, make sure you put in your diary times to write. And like I say, you don't need a lot of time. You could actually pinch an hour here and there. Let's say you're at work and you get an hour for lunch. If you're fortunate enough to, you get an hour for lunch, go and sit in your car and write content. Take your laptop with you. Now, the other thing to consider is the time of day to write. I used to get the majority of my written content done late at night. So you'll need to think for you what works best. And some people like to get up really early in the morning, say 6 o'clock, they get an hour in of writing and then they'll go off to work. Or like me, you might want to do it late in the evening. I used to go to work, come home and spend hours writing in the evening. I got absolutely loads and loads done. So I hope those tips have helped. Just another thing, if you really want to accelerate your learning and you want to learn more and more about the book writing and publishing process, I have this book out which is called How to Write a Book, Get It Published and Keep All of the Profits. It's a self-publishing manual. There's 230 pages of great content in here. There's loads of 5-star reviews on Amazon. You can get a copy of this book for £2.49. So all I'm asking you to do is just cover the postage costs, that's it. So if you click the link which is contained in the description of the video, or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link below the video, you go through to my homepage, which is richard-mcmunn.com, and below there you can get the book for £4.99. But if you enter the coupon code at checkout, VIP50, then you'll get the book for just £2.49. So like I say, I'm just asking you to cover the printing costs, so I'm not making anything from it, but I'd love to send you a copy of this because I think you will find it really valuable. There's loads of great tips in there. So click the link to the website, richard-mcmunn.com. Then below the video on there, you can buy this for £4.99, but enter coupon code VIP50 and you will get that for just £2.49. Thank you very much for watching and good luck with your writing and publishing goals.